It's a all it counts. Exactly. Baxter restarted his efforts to convey his appreciation.
You're too kind.
Having a chance to celebrate with everyone here is incredibly special. Thank you. And if it helps, impromptu outing didn't include decorations or refreshments, excluding still water and paper cups. His words landed, and around the room, the bewildered stares regained their spark. Harry punched a fist into his opposed palm. Got it. Forget fancy clothes. Let's eat those snacks already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Free food. Okay. The crowd migrated towards the dining table. It was stacked with a mix of sweet and savory, and pre-made and homemade delights. Getting doled up might have been motivated by Baxter's preferences, but the food was clearly to your tastes. All your friends knew you well, but there was one person in particular who was likely to thank for that. It came in handy to have someone around who'd been by your side for almost your entire life. Still, there was enough variety that everyone spotted something in the spread they wanted too. A big drawer was a single bright red handle of the controller. It ended up on the menu. And Baxter had... Why Baxter? Where the fuck did he come from? Harry hadn't been lying to cover the lack of cupcakes. The party kicked off as the gang snickered and chatted. Poe, while piling a tiny plate with one of everything, mentioned how his dad was doing good. Same old, same old. Mr. Holden sent you a hi back. He said hey to the wedding planner guy, too, although they never really talked before. Not even when Baxter was staying in Sunset Bard. That was nice. Baxter cracked a joke that if he'd known this was such a grand event, he would have brought a bottle of champagne. Harry helpfully explained that if Baxter had known this was a grand event, it wouldn't have been a surprise anymore. Baxter nodded at those wise words. Miranda listened in on the exchange, but didn't give her 2 cents on it. She quietly ate her slice of cake. Then, the doorbell buzzed. That put a pause on the conversation. Baxter was the first to react to the call. Allow me. I believe I'm familiar with who's there.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead. He politely excused himself, and in only a minute he was leading the newest guest into the room. Xavier had a large plastic container in hand. What's this? They asked musically while glancing around at the dazzling fairy lights. I didn't know you were inviting me to a party. We didn't either. In the smallest voice than usual, Miranda tried to explain herself to the stranger.
Sorry.
It was meant to be a surprise appreciation pie for Callie and Baxter.
Woohoo!
That's so sweet. And that means I was right to bring something to serve. Now I can also share my appreciation. It's miscellaneous leftovers from today's selection of steak, but still, they're fresh enough. Whoa, thanks! You're welcome. One of the many perks of being friends with a baker. I should befriend a baker. That'd be fun. They could teach me how to do proper baking as well. If I did do baking as a passionate hobby of mine. Because currently it's just more of a fun little side hobby that I have going on with my collection of side hobbies. I don't stick with anything. This is more of a hobby while I'm looking for a job. I need to make 1,000 something a month to own a house with my friends. Because we're gonna split the expenses. But I think I'm gonna be contributing more to it. But I might end up being the one with the house and just make them pay for everything else. We don't know what our current plan is actually. We're just gonna go along with the flow. We need to save up money first, and then figure out where the fuck we want to live. Steal furniture from people that we live with. I know that I'm just taking my sofa that my dad brought for me. My sofa. Back in. Be sad about it, but he can stay on it when he comes to visit me. If he's still alive around then. Until now, he can have my sofa. And the pillow goes with. Even though that pillow's been this household for I'm definitely gonna get a new bed, a new setup. I'm probably gonna get my dad's desk. Because he said I can already have it. Well, plates already, so we're fine with that. Probably still a couple of my dad's cutlery. Not like he's gonna notice, like 3 forks and a handful of knives, teaspoons, and maybe a couple of spoons. They're basically set with everything. I've got a heap of mugs. That's fine. I'm glad I didn't get to use my Halloween mug. I preemptively packed it. Plus, I thought we might be moving before October, but I was wrong. We are still waiting for someone to buy our fucking house. I've still got to clean the fucking house. Oh shit, I've got to do the washing up today. Right. Probably continue working through this video.
That's sweet.
Xavier, you're too kind. I regret even further than not thinking to bring something myself.
Don't apologize.
Why would you have to? It's your party. Introductions were exchanged as Xavier cracked open the treasure chest of treats. Inside were eclairs, brownies, and a variety of muffins. They were given a spot at the table, a plate for snacks. Xavier wasn't a stranger anymore. Taking a snappy bite of a chip, Terry said something that you didn't entirely understand. You've almost got a full house. Almost? Miranda replied to your question over her shoulder while searching the room. You don't even know she started that.
Let's do it!
I'm gonna get June's go on a video call. Wait, is it findable them on the honeymoon? And Baxter's brows disappeared under his bangs, and he shot out a concerned look. Miranda nonchalantly looked at her purse, and more importantly, retrieved herself from it.
Welcome.
Is it fine? I'll be insulted, no heartbroken, if they don't get her to check in on what's up with us kids. The phone was already ringing. Brandy held it out towards her face as she navigated to the snack table. That's right, they've been calling me all the time. I already talked about the plan. That's how I knew I was fine to serve cake. And move their stuff. Then I will leave this to your discretion. Baxter ran a tense hand through his hair. A few things shaved him more than reaching out to someone who was... Few things shaved him more than reaching out to someone. When he wasn't completely, entirely, and wholly certain they wanted it. But he was lying to face that fear. The rain stopped. In place. A deep voice filled the space, coming from thousands of miles away. Yo, Randy! Scott's there too!
Hey!
Hey, hello from the Southern Hemisphere. They surprised? You can ask them for yourselves. He flipped her screen around to reveal June and Scott, switching together so they both appeared on the screen. Terry cove both waved, though only Terry spoke out.
Hey, buddies.
Hello from your own house?
Hi.
Hi, I'm Xavier. I made the wedding cake. How nice that we could meet after all. Cool. Thanks for that.
Whoa!
It's amazing to see you. Your cake was stunning and delicious. You're welcome. I'm flattered. And Baxter smoothed out non-existent lines in his jacket and gave a perfectly proper greeting, as if he was meeting the two of them for the first time. In a way, he was. Thank you for letting us use your home as a venue. I never had more considerate clients. You started it. You treated us way more than just clients. In his excitement, Scott knocked his husband's phone. Scott managed to steady it and get back into frame before any real harm could come to the device. Remember the groom's cake? Any appreciation party puts the bill.
Well...
Yes, that was... Wow.
It's good.
Seriously, dude, relax. We're friends. The ruler straight out of line of Baxter's shoulders relaxed. He released a silent breath. Yes, I suppose we are. That keeps happening to me. I'm glad for it. Off to the side, Terry smiled mischievously. Rather than joining the conversation, he voiced a question exclusively to Miranda. He's friends with all of us, right? We're sure on that now.
Wow.
Well, I sure hope so. Maybe we're not grown up enough for him. Baxter graciously ignored the light teasing and gifted them with a rare, earnest admission. Though you had a feeling it wouldn't be such an uncommon thing any longer.
Certainly.
Of course I'm friends with you. And you are friends with me. That's why we're here, with each other. And, don't worry, the closing of the celebration and the end of summer itself won't be the farewell. I'll be available for you as far as I can possibly foresee the future. You know where to find me. And I'll make my own efforts to maintain these lovely friendships.
Great.
Good. Keep it that way. Baxter couldn't speak further. He put all he could together was a shaky smile at the two men on the other end of the pool. Oh shit. Then he cast his eyes around the room. Baxter was quite literally surrounded by people who wanted him there. It wasn't enough to choke you up. You knew more. You knew more than most about Baxter's emotional struggles with other people, but mainly himself. You experienced the ups and downs, the entire closeness, and the vast distances. None of it changed the truth. He was a good man. Somehow, someday, someone would have seen it. It was inconvincible. Otherwise, Baxter would have found the friends he deserved, no matter what. You're grateful that you got to be numbered among them. So, you weren't Baxter's friend, per se. You were his partner. At that point, everyone knew. Everyone except the ones housing the party in your honor. Jude and Scott were behind the times and gone on vacation. Your gaze slowly crept away from the crowd and to your new lover. When your eyes reached his face, you realized he was already looking back at you. He was thinking what you were thinking. You couldn't imagine any other reason Baxter was suddenly stalled. Jude! Scott! Baxter's my boyfriend now!
What?
Really? Scott gasped out a single word. His glasses nearly fell off his face with how fast he leaned forward. At least he didn't hit the phone at that time. Are we the last to hear about this? Randy couldn't help teasing her big brothers.
Yeah.
Yep, it's been a whole 2.5 days already. You're slow.
Hold on.
We were kind of busy. Wait, hold up. Jude shut his mouth and squinted. He was mentally counting the days. After being in the bliss of literal honeymoon stage, it took a second before he had a grasp of normal passage of time. You started dating at our wedding. He figured it out. It was after you had left. Scott pushed his glasses back into place, letting that revelation truly sink in. Our wedding brought another couple together. No, we brought a couple back together.
Amazing.
That's awesome. It is. Glad you're on board, because we are never gonna break up again. Jude snuck a hand past Scott to ruffle his curls. His face was full of pride, and something else too. Yeah, of course. Who could have seen this coming to her? Scott snored into his husband's shoulder. Baxter used the opportunity to lean over and whisper in your ear. I didn't get quite the chance to admit this, but Jude accused me of having feelings for you during the day, when I was alone with the two. I managed to dodge the question at that time, but Jude had proven... Jude has proven to be quite right. Oh, you turned to be surprised. Your turn to be surprised. It could have that one. It was extremely funny seeing the usually mild... You could have that one. It was extremely funny seeing the usually mild Jude get puffed up. Hey, I guess this means Baxter was wrong about me and Jude, and him and Callie. That is the most successful losing streak I've ever seen. Why, thank you, Scott. How kind of you to mention it. Do you actually mean that?
No.
Absolutely not. I thought so. You're learning. The two men laughed together. About the same time. An entirely different conversation was occurring.
Preposterous.
So now it's official, and everyone knows. We've gotta go on a triple date for real sometime. What? It'd be fun! Remember the bowling? Jude replied, sadly, not moving in the slightest. Miranda nodded, firmly, in agreement with her family.
Not happening.
It'd be weird to go on a date with my little sister.
No.
The bowling was different. They weren't a couple then. But Terry merely waved off the siblings' concerns. We'll work on the details later. But hey, we don't have to stand around. Terry suddenly declared the party was really about to start. Let's get the music going. It's time to dance. That got Curtis not amused. You were really high energy about slow dancing.
Gladly.
And true. And that would be delightful. Okay, I've got it. Randy scurried off as someone might speed her to the choir. And if she wasn't quick enough, the one corner was the speaker used at the wedding. She flipped a couple switches on it. Her phone had been left propped up on the counter, screen facing out. Jude and Scott could have hung up at any point. He remained on the line. They've decided to attend a whole shebang long distance. The two had plenty of experience with that. It was nice to be there. Spend time together. Nobody had drawn the attention to it, but the thank you party had a dual person. Had a dual purpose. It was also a farewell party. After all, it was over. You couldn't be sure when you'd see the most of these people again, at least in person. You needed to make the most of the opportunity. A delicate melody drifted into your ears. It filled out your mind and the world around you. Then you caught eyes of Baxter. He had been watching your face, presumably for however long you'd been lost in thought. Don't worry about me. We came together, but that doesn't mean I can only have your attention. I think I'll take a moment to wonder before.
Take care.
Enjoy yourself. Baxter's polite distance wasn't to avoid you. He was trying not to hinder yourself from having fun with the rest of the party. How considerate. He was, shockingly, the person you spend most time with during the trip. It was all your other friends who'd gone the short end of the stick. Okay. See you. Baxter bowed out there. But you'd catch up with him later. For now. You take turns dancing with everyone else. The first. You grabbed Miranda's phone with the ongoing Jude and Scott call. Earlier, Miranda had popped her phone on the side table and angled the camera towards the dance floor. It was a relief that your long-distance host hadn't hung up. You hadn't gone on a chance to properly say goodbye. When you peeked into their tiny rectangle world, you saw Jude and Scott pushing each other's shoulders back and forth to the time of the music, whilst whispering among each other. They gave an impression of proud parents watching their many children in a school musical. You scooped up the phone and spun it around. Scott was the first to guide the movement.
Oh!
Oh, look! He pressed a hand to Jude's chest to stop him in place. Hi, Callie. Yo, how are you doing? I'm good. Thank you again for the party. Huh? It's nothing.
Seriously?
It's nothing because we did nothing for it. Sorry. Honeymoon. Hey, giving us a free venue isn't bad. Yeah, don't trash the place. Or if you do, clean it up before we can see it. Go crazy, Gran. The freckled newlywed snorted and thumbed Scott with his shoulder again. Seriously, where did this party animal come from?
The thing is...
Nothing teaches you to understand. Nothing teaches you to understand what it means to have an event rather than planning one yourself, Jude. It's hard work and you've got to enjoy it. I hear you. Jude playfully rolled his eyes away from Scott. And then he said, then his gaze on you.
Hey.
Hey, Callie, you know how me and Scott got to know each other? Oh, you met in a game, right? Yep, it was Sherlock. Scott eagerly jumped in on that topic. Twice. Huh? Really? Really? We didn't get to it the first time. We were playing a shooter online and got randomly put up against each other in the game. My team lost and sucked, but I did alright. Come on! It was more than alright. Jude was the best player there, and after a while, I wasn't even competing against the whole team. It was just him. We might have won the game, technically, but in terms of one-on-one results, I was only second place.
So,
So I did what any guy who likes a challenge would do. I sent him a friend request ASAP. Jude accepted it that same day. The two men had different reactions to go down memory lane. Jude lowered his chin bashfully, which made it possible to see him scratching his. Jude lowered his chin bashfully, which made it possible to see him scratching his head at the top of the screen. Scott was grinning boldly. He pulled up his glasses farther up his nose. I can't even remember why I did. Normally I wouldn't bother, but it was cool. He saw me personally as competition. I guess it made me see him that way too. That was about as far as you imagined, based on the little you knew of their history. They are people from different places brought together by the happenstance, based on a shared interest. It was impressive they made an impression on each other after a single game. What was the second chance? Oh, right, where was I? Jude and I played games occasionally. Over a few months. Always against each other, and never talking. That probably wouldn't have happened. That probably wouldn't have changed if it wasn't up to us. We were two warriors who crossed swords before continuing our separate journeys. But we got lucky again. One night, I was playing a totally different game. A guy with the same username came up, but this time was on my team. There was a voice chat then, so I asked who's the person I kinda knew. I was that person. That was the first time I ever heard Jude. It blew my mind. Scott and Jude were excited at that point, so they were experiencing the realization for the first time.
yeah.
Yeah, we were cracking up in the chat. It had to be annoying to whoever else was there. They just wanted to play. They kicked us out. The rest of the story came out in a flurry of back and forth. The tag team telling you, like they probably worked together in games. I didn't care about the round anyway. We kept playing stuff ourselves the entire night. The hours flew by. It was ridiculously fun, and we figured out that we were almost the same age, and had really similar tastes. In-game, and not so much with other things. And, though, much later, we learned we had something else pretty important in common.
Yep.
We're both gay. And now we're married. And I guess you could say the rest is history. That's so cute!
Thanks.
Yeah. And Kelly? Good luck with your undo you randomly ran into. I can't believe Baxter's sticking around.
Wow.
I can't believe he came to this party. I didn't think it would be that easy. But that's great. Go good to your friends, Callie. Or your friends and your new boyfriend. I can't believe that one either.